hand. Jacquez. Arguing about whether or not he should be able to have cupcakes for dinner, and his mom said he was going to get Pop-Pops. Okay, so number 1. Read the learning target for this lesson. Circle the words that are most important. Silent raised hand. What were some of these words you circled? Johnson A. Explain. Okay, why did you think that was important?
Because it's like we have to do, and we need, that's why I have, wait, hold on, that's, no, okay, when you're in a disagreement, you got to explain what you disagree with.
Okay, you've got to be able to explain yourself. Good, right? All right, Angel, give me another one.
Fit.
Come on, Josh. Coherent. Okay, silent raised hand from last quarter, the last essay we read. Does anyone remember what coherent means? Anyone remember what coherent means? Okay, Cameron? Huh? You're on the right track. Yes, Melody.
It's like you can understand it and it has connections and what you're trying to say.
When it's understandable, right? Okay, what is another word that was important in our learning target? Johnson A?
Relevant.
Relevant?
Yeah.
Okay. Relevant. Does someone remember what relevant means? You can even be sneaky and look at the definition on the page next to it. Michael. When it's on track, on target, related to the topic. Good. All right. What is the main word that's in both of these learning targets that we think we're going to be talking about today? Bianche? Argument, right? We know we're going to start talking about this argument that we're having about should Liddy sign or should Liddy not sign the petition. Silent raised hand, what causes an argument? What is the first step in an argument? Someone I haven't heard from yet, maybe. I've heard from all of you. Ayana, what's the first step? A disagreement, right? Having opposing sides. So, take a look at the projector over here. Angel, I'm having a problem right now. I need you to cut it up. Okay. Spend time, you need to keep your mouth shut. Okay, so, an argument starts off with a differing of opinion. So, our little buddy in our video, he differed his opinion from his mom. He believed that he should be able to have cupcakes for dinner. Mom does not agree. The problem with our little buddy here is that he only states his opinion. He doesn't turn it into an argument. For it to be an argument, we need to make sure that we have evidence to back up what we're saying. Our little buddy started to say, no, Mom, it's fine. Grandma said I can have a cupcake. But then that's kind of the only evidence that he gives. So today we're going to make sure that we understand, yes, an argument starts with an opinion, but it doesn't turn into an argument until you can back it up with evidence. So, on the page right next to your warm-up is a glossary for some of the words we're going to be talking about. Any of those words that are also in our learning targets, please quickly put a little star next to them. Take about 30 seconds. Any of those words that are also in our learning targets, please quickly put a little star next to them. Just so you know where you can find those definitions when we need them. And then go ahead and flip to the back to page 87. Flip to page 87. I got Prasharier there, James is there, Melody's there, Jacquez is there. Okay, so just like how we did it with a long walk to water, when we had a model essay that we were able to use to kind of guide our thinking, we've got the same thing here for Liddy. This essay is about Liddy, but it's not the same argument that we are going to have. So the first time that we read this, we're going to read for, what do you think? What's our first read usually? For the what? Gist, right? So our first read is going to be for gist. So how this is going to work, I'm going to read the model essay as you are following along with me. And I want you to be thinking about, as you're reading, what is the gist Okay, and possible connections to our own essay. Good. All right, so I'm reading. You guys are listening and making sure that you're understanding and comprehending for gist. Here we go. In Catherine Patterson's novel, Liddy, the main character faces several difficult decisions as she tries to take care of her family after her father disappears from their small mountain farm in Vermont. When there is not enough food, her mother and younger sisters go to an uncle's house while Liddy and her brother Charlie spend a winter alone on the farm trying to keep it so the family can come home one day. In the spring, Liddy and Charlie have to leave also. He is apprenticed to a miller and she takes a job at a local tavern. Eventually, however, she starts thinking about going south to Lowell, Massachusetts to work in the textile mills. Some would say that this is a foolish move for Liddy because it takes her far away from the home and family she loves. This is the right decision for her to make because by leaving, she at least stands a chance of improving her situation and making enough money to buy back the farm. One of the reasons that Liddy has made the right decision to leave her job at Cutler's Tavern is to go to work in the mills is that it will be a better life than the one she is leading at the tavern. While working at the tavern in Chapter 3, Liddy has to endure difficult living conditions. She slept under the eaves in a windowless passage, which was hot and airless, even in late spring. She was ordered to bed late and obliged to rise early, for the mistress was determined that no paying guest in the windowed room across the narrow passageway should know that they shared the floor with the kitchen girl. This shows that Liddy is treated badly, without even a bed to sleep in or a room of her own. She also works very hard and has no friends or companions. The only person who notices her at all is the old cook, who becomes a sort of protector. Even though Liddy is not far from where her brother lives, she only sees him once in the year she works at the tavern, and she never sees her mother and sisters. Making the decision to go south to Massachusetts is the right one for Liddy because her situation at the tavern is harsh and lonely. Working in the mills offers the possibility of a better life. The other good reason for Liddy to leave the tavern for a mill job is that it will pay her much better. Ever since her family had to give up the farm, she had the dream of buying it back. She wants to save her pay to do that, but she is only paid 50 cents a week at the Cutlers, and that money is sent directly to her mother, not given to her. In Chapter 3, when Liddy meets a factory girl who is traveling through the town and stays at Cutler's, she is amazed at how well she's dressed and rich the girl is. The girl tells Liddy that because she is a good worker, she would do well in the mill and could clear at least $2 a week, as well as being independent. This means that if Liddy could make that much money, she will be able to save enough to one day buy back the farm and unite her family. She wants that so much that she is brave enough to leave Vermont, ride on a coach, and face a big, strange city. Liddy does the right thing by becoming a mill girl in order to make a real living wage. Even though there are reasons Liddy should not have gone to Massachusetts to work in the mills, her decision to go is the right one for her. It will allow Liddy to improve her life by living more comfortably in a boarding house, making friends with girls her own age, and learning more about the world. The job will also pay her a living wage so that she can save money to help her family. Although she isn't sure when she gets on that coach headed south to the mills, she is going toward the freedom to make her own way in the world, and this is clearly the best decision for her. Okay, now you may clap. All right, so what I want you to do, listen, Linda's listen. All right, I want you to take 30 seconds to tell your partner what the gist or the basic understanding of this essay is. So I want you to take 30 seconds with someone sitting next to you. What is the gist? Your time starts now. Zakiri, work with Shari, talk with Benton.
Okay, come on, talk.
They say my set straight there.
What's the gist? You only got 15 seconds.
About getting, moving from home, working to get money to save the family.
Okay, good. What's your... What's the right? We're done. All right. Eyes and ears over here. Eyes and ears over here. Eyes and ears over here. Button your chair, button your chair, button your chair. Thank you. Okay, James, what is the gist of this essay?
Is it right for Liddy to go to Massachusetts?
Is it right for Liddy to go to Massachusetts? And how does our writer feel?
She thinks it's the right thing for her to do.
She thinks that it is the right thing for Liddy to do. Silent raised hand. If we are writing an essay, which paragraph are we going to first put our claim in? Silent raised hand. Which paragraph is going to first tell our claim? Jaquez. Number 1. What's our first paragraph of an essay called?
Intro.
Intro, right? So what I want you to do right now, our second job, write this with me. I want you to underline the claim in the intro, and then I want you to number the reasons, the supporting reasons given in intro. So silently and independently take about 2 minutes maybe, and I want you to underline the claim, the author's main argument, and then I want you to number the reasons that the author gives to support it. This is all in the intro. So take about 2 minutes, underline the claim, number the reasons. Your time starts now. Michael's got the claim. We're just looking at the intro right now.
The intro.
Beth's got the claim. Alicia's got the claim. And then number those reasons. Ayana's got it. We're going to take about 30 more seconds. Remember, the claim is the author's main argument. Okay. Beth, will you please tell me, where is the author's claim?
The first sentence or the last sentence?
You tell me. Which one tells her side of the argument?
The last one?
The last sentence, right? This is the right decision for her to make. Right there. That is the author telling you her opinion on this matter. It is the right decision for Liddy to go to the mills. Ayana, what are the 2 reasons the author gives? Nice and loud, my dear.
It says because by leaving she at least stands a chance of improving
Her situation.
or getting enough money to buy the content.
Okay, good. So reason 1, stands a chance of improving her life. Reason 2, making enough money to buy back the farm. So silent raised hand, silent raised hand, silent raised hand, not a shout out. What do you think our 2 body paragraphs are going to be about? Silent raised hand, Cameron? And what are those reasons again?
Making enough money.
Making the money? What's the second one? Your paper's the same as mine. What's the second one, Cameron? I can't hear you. You want to phone a friend?
Okay, you know.
What is it? Making the money. What's the first one?
Right.
Because rights? What do you mean by that?
I mean, not.
Oh
Oh,
my God. Can I do it?
No.
Phone a friend.
Okay.
I'm not phoning you, fool.
All right, Cameron.
I got it right now.
Cameron, I appreciate your input for the second one. Angel, I'm not going to call on you because you're being rude. So let's not do that. Let's not do that. Let's not do that. All right, what was the other reason that we're going to be talking about here? What was the other reason, Kiana?
She could make enough money to buy back the car.
We got the money one. What was the other one, Kiana?
She stands a chance of improving her situation.
Of improving her situation. Good. All right. In our second paragraph, so body paragraph number 1, gentlemen, your attention is here, your attention is here. In our second paragraph, I want you to find anything that talks about improving her situation. So in the second paragraph, the author is going to mention this reason. Take about 30 seconds, underline the sentence where the author mentions at least she stands a chance improving her situation. Go. 30 seconds. Underline the sentence and number it 1. Underline the sentence and number it 1. In body paragraph 1, where she talks about improving her situation.